Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching The Inside Scoop. I am your host, Steve Scanlon. Sitting next to me is my co-host, Bubba. Welcome, Bubba.
Doing, Steve?
Pretty good. And sitting on the desk once again is Emma Lily. And I don't think she talks, but she scares me though.
She talks to Joe.
She scares everybody.
And the guy at the end of the stage is Joey. Welcome, Joe.
Hello.
As you got another episode in front of you of The Inside Scoop, and we're going to kick things off with deaths.
No, before we go into deaths,
okay, hold on.
very quickly, last show, and pardon my ignorance, pardon Steve's ignorance, I'm going to apologize first in advance. We'd like to thank our mayor-elect, Kathleen Densmore, winning our election, becoming our new mayor. Congratulations, Your Honor. Welcome to Attleboro. I know you're a city councilor, and you're going to be becoming our mayor. And congratulations winning the election. Now,
Is she a judge? You said, Your Honor.
if you address a mayor of a city, you're supposed to say Your Honor.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yes, same as a judge.
Oh, okay, cool.
She's the Honorable Mayor Kathleen Densmore.
Good point.
Yes. If you ever meet the governor, it's Her Excellency now is Maureen Healy. Her name is Her Excellency. That's how you're supposed to address them. I just know this from school. Joe knows all about this. He's over here sleeping.
Well, I think it's still it's bedtime,
Well, he just woke up about 2 hours ago, so it can't be too late.
True, good point. You have any deaths to mention, Joe, or no?
That's three.
3 deaths? Okay.
Yeah. Actor Tom Sizemore.
Yes.
Wasn't he an actor?
Yes.
Yes, he was.
That name sounds familiar, Sizemore.
Lieutenant Dan. Wasn't he Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump?
I think so.
Yes, he was.
I've only seen the movie like once or twice.
I've seen Forrest Gump a few times. Stupid is as stupid does.
I know
Life
Gary
is life.
said-
I can't say life is like a box of chocolates. It'll get him going.
Well, I know Gary said,
Chocolate.
hey, when he's gone, we don't have to worry about hearing anything about that anymore.
No more food questions. Thank God.
I'll be eating food and watching that episode.
Yes.
Next is Fiddler on the Roof and 1980s Flash Gordon star Topol.
I remember that name.
He
believe it or
played
not.
Dr. Hans Zarkov in the Flash Gordon movie.
Okay.
That's how I know him. But he's more known for the Fiddler on the Roof musical.
I remember Fiddler on the Roof. I've seen it a few times.
And lastly, Beretta star Robert Blake.
Yeah, I'm surprised he wasn't mentioned in the memorandums the other night at the Oscars.
There's several stars that weren't mentioned in it. I've seen the video on YouTube, not YouTube, Facebook, that segment of the Oscars. So they left some out.
You didn't have any slapping this time around?
I have no
Nothing.
idea.
No, I watched the whole thing. There was no slapping, no hits.
Oh, okay.
Even at the end of the whole thing, Jimmy Kimmel incidents days with no incidents. Yeah, you have with no injuries at work. He flipped it over for 1. Or Academy Award shows with no incidents. He flipped it over to 1.
One of the Goonies won in the Oscar that night.
Yep. The movie that won, the Chinese movie, I've never saw it, but it won 7 Oscars.
Everything was some, I forgot.
But it looks very good. The other Irish movie, I'm surprised it didn't win anything. The Banshees of Islington or something like Ithaca, something like that. Looks very good. And I recognize one of the characters right away from that. One of the stars in that was actually in the Harry Potter series. It was Mad-Eye Moody.
Oh yeah, Brendan Gleeson.
Yep. Good actor. Very good actor.
In fact, his real life son was in the Harry Potter movies.
Yes.
Played Bill Weasley.
Yep.
And his son was also in the Star Wars movies, the last 3 Star Wars movies.
Okay.
Episodes 7, 8, and 9.
I haven't seen 7, 8, and 9. I saw the original 3.
Got the first inductee for the 2023.
Well, can we mention celebrity birthdays?
Oh, okay.
Do you have any?
Yeah, I got these 6 of them. I got the last minute one a little while ago.
Yeah, I just gave you one.
Say it.
Well, the one I'm going to say is I can't believe he's already this age, too. I believe he's 74. The Iron Sheik is 64. But you know who's 74? I just read this, too, last week. Killer Khan. Remember Killer Khan?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it said he was turned 76.
76, okay.
That's another one. I have to read that on my list now.
That's good, because those are the two I know from wrestling. I mean, I've met the Iron Sheik once, briefly for a couple of seconds. I went
Did he call you a jabroni?
No, he didn't call me anything. I don't think I even spoke much. Maybe for 12, 15 seconds, he was standing with referee Tim White when me and Pete Doherty met him. And I don't think I said anything to him.
Iron Sheik viewers actually came up with the term jabroni first.
Yeah, before The Rock.
The Rock ended up copying the Iron Sheik on that term, jabroni.
And they mentioned on WWE that the first gold Olympic medalist was Kurt Angle. It was not. The Iron Sheik was the first. He was a bronze medalist in the Iran 1960 Olympics. Little history lesson for you. Go ahead, Joe.
Firstly, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Yes.
February 28th.
Who we've met, and we both met.
70 years old.
He's good for looking for 70. And looks really good for 70.
Favorite match, feud he was involved with was Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah. The ladder match in WrestleMania was it 3? That was one of the best matches.
It wasn't the ladder match.
What was it then?
It was the IC title match.
Okay. I get that confused with Razor Ramon.
I did not
And Shawn
see his feud with Ric Flair, but I guess he had a Ric Flair feud in NWA years ago.
Yes.
I did not see that feud, so I wish that I did.
Ric Flair actually mentioned it when he went to the Hall of Fame, how he had
some of those matches.
Some great matches with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and so did Dusty Rhodes acknowledged Ricky Steamboat.
The next one is one of the Von Erichs, who's no longer with us. Mike Von Erich.
Mike, yes, the younger brother.
His was March 2nd.
Yes, I know he committed suicide, did he not? Mike.
Tragedy among that family.
Yes, well, Kerry committed suicide. Kerry had the motorcycle accident and cut off half of his foot. People don't realize he was wrestling with half a foot.
Isn't it been 30 years since Kerry? 30 years?
That long ago? Wow.
I think it was 93.
The Texas Tornado.
I remember
yes, it was. Texas Tornado.
Seeing him wrestle at the Amphitheater for the WWE back in the early 90s.
As the Texas Tornado, yes.
Yes.
He was IC champion, I believe, for a brief hiccup. World champion at one time, too, NWA.
General Adnan, March 1st.
Yes, I saw that on the internet.
84.
General Adnan was...
84?
Yeah, I can't believe General Adnan's that old.
I remember when he teamed up with Sergeant Slaughter and the Iron Sheik. They faced, Joey, help me out here.
Hogan and Warrior.
Ultimate Warrior.
At SummerSlam 91.
That match was nicknamed Match in Hell.
Yep, Match Made in Hell.
Match Made in Hell. And
the Match Man's Wedding was the Match Made in Heaven.
That was SummerSlam.
She said 91.
91? Okay.
Yeah.
We're not going to miss the fact you can't hear anything, Steve.
You say something?
What?
This next one is the current WWE star who's on SmackDown, Ivar from the Vikings.
Yes. Who is, we've mentioned several times, Todd Smith, trained locally. I've met Todd. I've talked to Todd several times. I couldn't be... And how old is handsome Johnny Hayes now? Warbeard Hansen, Ivar?
39.
Yeah.
His birthday was March 3rd.
Yes, he's been around for a while. I remember seeing him with Sweet Sammy Lane and wrestling at the Armory in Quincy a lot for Sheldon Goldberg when he first started out. I remember seeing him working the whole circuit with them for a long time. Over 10 years he worked for NEWC. I love when a local guy makes it big. I really do. He's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, too.
This is what I just found on Facebook today. Nikita Koloff, March 9th.
Yep.
64.
Yep. Nikita's 64. Didn't look good. I saw it on Facebook myself. He looked very... He's lost all his strength. I'm sure he stopped working out now, but Nikita, I can't believe is 64. I couldn't believe that. All great wrestlers, and one of the more hated managers, but a good manager. Sheik Adnan. His name was Sheik Adnan Al-KC, right? Steve?
Is that General Adnan?
General Adnan. Yeah, that's...
We had our first Hall of Fame inductee,
Yes.
Rey Mysterio.
And I've heard rumors who the second one is. Believe it or not, I've heard Muda is going in. Great Muda. Well deserved. Great Muda.
Japanese wrestler.
Great, one of the best. Shinsuke Nakamura's had a match with him, and Shinsuke is right now is in Japan. He's taken some time off from WWE, well deserved. He's been working straight through for a while. He will be back, but he is in Japan. He just had a great match with Muda. He actually beat Muda. Muda jobbed for him, but he said it was a great honor to wrestle Muda.
Well, have they announced any more matches for WrestleMania?
Yeah, I got a couple more of them. We got a Hell in a Cell match between Edge and Finn Balor.
Edge wins the match. I'll pick it now.
I'm going to pick Edge.
Consensus on that one.
Well, we know you're going to pick Edge.
And the next one is the U.S. title, Theory against Cena.
I'm going to go with Theory because I don't see John Cena winning the title and appearing on TV to defend it. So I'm going to go with Theory because I don't think John Cena...
Theory's going to win by count out because I've heard rumors that...
okay, that could be possible.
I heard rumors that John Cena has a match... Oh, no, not John Cena. Brock Lesnar has a match set for SummerSlam. John Cena has a match set for SummerSlam.
Because I know has begun filming a new movie.
Yeah, well, he's semi-retired, so...
Well, I'm going to go with Theory on this one.
Believe it or not, I'm going to agree with you. I'm going with Austin Theory. I think he's going to win the match somehow. I think it's going to be a count-out. I don't think he's going to pin John. And Joe's going with John Cena.
That's the only matches they've added so far.
Well, and how about going over the other ones real quick? We have this 15 matches, so.
We got WWE titles, Roman Reigns against Cody Rhodes.
I'm going to go with Cody.
I'm going with Cody to win the match because I know Roman has an injury to his left shoulder. I know he needs some time off. This whole bloodline thing has been going good, and that would be a good way to stop it. And the whole way they've been hyping up Cody for his dream to get to be a champion finally. He deserves it. He's been wrestling very good since he came back from AEW. And we know you're picking Cody Rhodes.
Got the SmackDown Women's title, Charlotte against Rhea Ripley.
Gonna shock you here.
I'm going to go with Rhea Ripley.
So am I. I'm going with Rhea Ripley. I think they tried to take the belt off Charlotte for a while so they can build it back up because they want Charlotte to tie her father 16 world championships. This will be her.
She'll be the third one to tie it, the second one to tie that record.
Yeah, John Cena has it. I think John Cena eventually is going to break it. So.
Raw Women's title, Bianca against Asuka.
That could be the match of the night if they let it go. That could be a very, very good wrestling match.
I'm going with Asuka.
I'm going to go with Bianca to keep the title.
Oh, okay.
And who do you pick there? Because they're both faces there, Joe.
I'm gonna Bianca, yes. And you already know
First time
my pick
in
on
6
this next
pay-per-views, he's agreed with one match.
You already know my pick on this next one. Lesnar against Omos.
Please. Lesnar should kill Omos.
Yeah, I'm going with
Omos is a big, huge man, strong as a bull. He's a giant Kali 2023. He can't wrestle, kick, punch, chop, choke slam. Boring.
He messed up though. This past Raw,
big time.
Threw Lesnar over the top rope.
Lesnar threw himself over the top rope.
Yeah. You saw that too, Bubba, when he messed up on that.
What a dolt.
Yeah.
And lastly, Seth Rollins against Logan Paul.
Oh. In the steel cage, mentioned in Hell in a Cell.
No, Hell in a Cell is Edge and Finn Balor.
Oh yeah, okay. And Seth Rollins.
Go with Seth Rollins.
I'm going to go with Logan Paul to knock him out. Okay. I know you're going with Seth because Seth's a good guy. Well, the other matches, I mean, there's a couple of them been named, okay? These are the rumor matches that I've heard. Ray's going to give in and actually fight Dominic. And if Ray loses, he's going to retire. Think about it.
Yeah, that match was, that challenge was made by Dominic.
And Ray keeps saying, I won't wrestle you. You're my own son. I will not wrestle you.
I'm going to
He's
go
going to
with
give in.
outside interference. I'm going to go with
Dominic. That's why. He's going to, Rhea Ripley's going to help him win the match over his father.
Yeah, but she's got a match already.
you know, that means she won't be at ringside or interfere.
I mean,
The only one who doesn't have a match is Priest.
no. He hasn't been signed for anything yet. There's another match that's, I think is going to happen. It's going to be Bailey against Io Shirai, and Dakota Kai against
The women's tag champs.
Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus. Now, here's a little inside scoop for you, pun intended, through my ubiquitous sources. Who's going to win the match? Damage Control. Why? Trish Stratus is going to turn heel and turn against the two other girls. I have a very reliable source that Trish Stratus is going to turn heel and turn against Lita and Becky. Think about that twist. You hit it here first. What's the other match? Have you heard anything else? Have you been mentioned? The tag championships, Usos, I think are going to end up going against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I really think they are. And if it happens, I think Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn win the title.
Which title?
They're going to win the Raw version of it, and the Usos will keep the SmackDown version of it. Okay? But they're breaking down the bloodline. This way, Roman could have his operation on his shoulder. They should be moving. The person who I think Gunther's also wrestling against.
Well, we'll find that out Friday.
I've read too what's going to happen there. Imperium's going to get involved in the match and cause a disqualification on both sides. So it's going to be a triple threat match. Now, to put you on the spot again, Joe, we'll have you go first this time. Steve, you'll like this. Who'd you pick for that match to win? Gunther, Sheamus, or Drew?
I gotta go with the Scotsman.
I want the Scotsman, but I think Sheamus wins his Intercontinental title so he gets the Grand Slam. But I think they're going to take it off Gunther.
I'm going to go with Gunther.
He's going with Gunther. So we're all going with something different, which is good. I mean, it hasn't been proven yet, but I'm hearing rumors.
He's going for Germany, you're going for Ireland, and I'm going for Scotland.
He's not German, he's Austrian, but that's okay.
Oh.
A lot of people don't know that. He's from Austria. They promote him as Walter's coming from Germany. He's not. He's Austrian. He's even said that on TV. A lot of people don't, again, didn't know that. But I think the Usos against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And I think Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens win the titles.
I'm going to pick them as well.
Yep. To win the Raw title. And they'll keep them as SmackDown champions. Kevin Owens is going to give in and go with Sami Zayn.
WrestleMania is a 2-night event again this year.
Yes, April 1st and 2nd.
And I wonder, after both nights, Saturday and Sunday night, WWE is going to hold a press conference after both shows. Because they've been having a press conference the last few pay-per-views that they had. And I've been liking them. I've been watching every single press conference as of late. And I'm hoping that they'll have one Saturday night after those matches and Sunday after those matches.
See, Sunday I'm going away. I'm going away that Sunday the 2nd. I'm hoping where I'm going to, I know my girlfriend has these electronic devices. She has a tablet and a Fire Stick.
Okay.
So we're hoping to watch, in our hotel room, I'm going to watch the second half of WrestleMania. If I'm not too busy gambling, because I'm going gambling. I'm not going to say where, because they're not a sponsor of our show, but...
So you might come back rich.
Well, I'm not poor, but I'm not rich anyway.
Yeah.
I'm going on vacation. Joe, we're thinking about taking you up there with us and leaving you there.
No.
Upstate New York. We're going to Oneida, New York. You sure you don't want to go with us, Joe?
I'm sure.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Bummer. We could have lost him.
Okay, this episode is going to air the day after St. Patrick's Day, which is this Friday. We're taping now on the Wednesday night, this evening. St. Patrick's Day is Friday, so corned beef and cabbage is what I'll be eating on Friday.
I already had my boiled dinner. One of my friends from the Taunton area, that's all I can say, had his annual St. Patrick's dinner. Yep, and I won one of the baskets, like I always do. It was actually a pan, nice pan.
Awesome.
Bottle of wine in it, and I also won a woman's purse and a purse, a pouch. I threw in that one just as a joke, and they pulled my number. I was like, oh, God. Anybody who needs a purse or a pouch, email me.
You need a purse?
You need one.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. All the money you have, you don't spend any of it. You bank all of it, you cheapskate. You should increase your rent.
What am I, Macaulay Culkin's movie uncle?
Yes. You are.
What movie was that one, Joe?
Home Alone?
Yes,
Oh,
he's
Home Alone, okay.
He looks a little like Buzz's tarantula, doesn't he? And now you mention it?
No, Buzz.
That one's for my director. Sorry, Joe. You walked into that one sideways. Why is your face all red now? Touche.
We got a couple of pay-per-views that's going to be, one's going to be overseas and the other one's going to be in Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm. The Puerto Rico one looks good.
I think was it Backlash?
Yes.
And King, they're going to bring, well, now it's going to be called King and Queen of the Ring.
Yep.
It's going to be in Saudi Arabia.
Yep. I heard that too. I'm glad it's going to be both over there. And the one in Puerto Rico is going to be hosted by Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny, we hosted a show in Puerto Rico.
Bad Bunny returns.
I mean, since our last taping, folks, I've been to a couple events. NRG, New England Ring Gladiators in Fairhaven a couple weeks ago. Great show. Excellent card. I'm going to one again there on March the 31st. I was at an RWA show a couple weeks ago. Again, great wrestling. I'll be going again there the 26th. But the main one I'm worrying about, and the major one I've been planning and talking about for a while, is March 25th. I'm wearing a shirt. It's the event I'm going to. New England Wrestling Extreme is having a wrestling card. They're going to be going, they're in Natick, the Elks Lodge. Again, NWA, in WWE, if you go online, you get your ticket in advance. It's only $20 or $25 at the door. Great show. Bring the kids, bring mom, bring dad, bring ma, bring pa, bring grandma if you have to. And you get to go see Hacksaw. See how that rhymes? I can put that line that way too. And RWA is going to again be at the Holy Ghost Church in Providence. Go on their website; they'll give you information on it. NRG is going to be back in Fairhaven. They're also going to be doing an event soon in East Providence. Go on their website and look at their dates. I missed a show this past week at LPW in Hudson. I just couldn't make it out there. Local independent shows, people, that $25, $30 the most I've ever paid for a show and down. NRG, you get general admission tickets for only $10. RWA, T Phoenix is getting $10 for general admission tickets, $15 for ringside. Can't lose anything. We went to a great show. It was $20 at Top Rope in Brockton with your niece. We went with Emily, our former co-host there, and your other niece, Natalie, and their friend. I don't know if I can mention the friend's name. I'll mention it anyway. He was a good kid. Brett, her friend. We had fun. We had a lot of fun that night. Bella, not Brett. Bella. We had a lot of fun that night. We had a nice dinner, and we went before there. And great wrestling card. Really good wrestling. I actually went to a special taping on a special show on Sunday. Not this past Sunday, Sunday before. It was dedicated to Nick Steele. Everybody was there. A lot of older wrestlers, old-time wrestlers, and they had a couple of gauntlet matches. Very emotional at the end when they all went into the ring, and the two finalists, Teddy Goods and H2O Ryan Waters. I know his name is his real name, Ryan Drew, but I'll say it. I hope to have both of you gentlemen in the future on as guests. I've spoken to both of them. And there was a match before that, Alicia against Little Mean Kathleen. Alicia, a lot of you know, works for Impact Wrestling. Well, a lot of people don't know that Alicia and Little Mean Kathleen and Ryan Drew and Teddy Boldick were all partially trained by Nick Steele. Nick Steele trained the two girls.
Oh, wow.
Mike Baker trained Teddy Goods, along with Spike Dudley, who was also at that show. Just an emotional night. I mean, people crying at the end of the night, and they gave the trophy to his son. They brought his son to the ring and his wife. Pretty emotional show. That was at the Vault in New Bedford. And because I was on the roll that weekend, I won a $50 gift card to a bar across the street place to get something to eat. I couldn't lose when raffles this past week, those last couple of weeks.
No, Nick
lucky.
Steele's still wrestling.
No, Nick Steele's dead, my friend. He died 3 years ago.
I apologize.
That's why we had a memorial service for him. Did you hear what I said?
I remember going back 1999.
Nick Steele was a great
New England
wrestler.
Championship Wrestling had a show here in Attleboro.
Yep.
And me and my brother Jay was in the Battle Royal that Nick Steele ended up winning.
Nick Steele's a nice guy, but tough. He hit you, you knew you got hit. Just like Mike Baker would hit you, like David Baker would hit you, like Devin Baker would hit you, like Rick Fuller would hit you, like Killer Kowalski would hit you. Nick Steele hit you, you knew you got hit by somebody. Remember, he was a trainer. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. Died way too young. I think he was 34 when he passed away.
Wow.
And it was, like I said, it was a very, very emotional night down the Vault. Good time down there. Go on these shows. Teddy Goods had his. That's what his show was. It was Teddy Goods sponsored. I've been saying this. I'll keep saying this. I'll say this every time I come on this show. Support independent wrestling. These guys all hopefully become big stars like Ibar, who just had a birthday. Great wrestler. Been wrestling for almost 19 years now.
Wow.
He started wrestling when he was 20.
All right, well, I got 2 shows left before I retire from Inside Scoop. And I can't believe how the time has flown by, all these different years that went by. Matter of fact, I can't believe how quickly the half hour gone by.
All the buffets you've closed.
That too.
Yes.
So many that I'm going to have to use another pair of hands for fingers to count how many I closed down. Only got 10 fingers here.
Use your toes.
Well, anyways, I'll still need more fingers. All right, folks, thank you for watching us. Thank you to the director. Thank you, too, for being on here with me. And until next
Didn't
time,
like
folks,
it, but God bless you,
have a
Robert
good one.
Blake.